Yo, Lilmar, no, for real, that way. Yo, welcome back to the YouTube video, guys. And today I'm going to be talking about what I hate most about driving for Walmart. Now, I'm going to be real. This was a really difficult video to make. Like, I've been thinking of this for like the past couple of days, trying to think of stuff I hate about the company. And it's a hard video because there's not much that I hate about it. I mean, you guys remember I made the video saying what I loved about driving for Walmart, and that's really all it is. There's a lot that I love about Walmart, and I can't really think of much that I hate about Walmart. I mean, it's an amazing job. Everything, especially at my DC, like I said, it's real. We don't have that many drivers, so it's like real laid back, and I just love the environment and all that. But I cannot think of that much I hate about driving for Walmart. Now, I could think of one thing though, and that's going to be slip seating. Now, I know I made a video about this before, and, you know, like I said, I've kind of adjusted to it. So it's not the fact about sharing the truck that I hate, okay? Like I said, because they give us cleaning supplies. They pay for our cleaning supplies, you know. We all keep the truck clean for each other. That's not the problem, you know. And I've gotten used to, even though it's kind of gross sharing a mattress with other people, you know, I got my own sheets, of course, and, you know, we spray it down and all that, and it's not... You know, I'm not too much of a neat freak either. Like, I trust that they're gonna wipe the steering wheel off for me with the wipies before I come in. You know, I don't worry about all that. I don't spray it down. I know they do all that before I leave the truck, just like I do it for them. But the part I hate about slip seating the most is just having to take all my stuff in and out the truck with me at the beginning and end of my work weeks. Like, I miss being able to, like, just leave my clothes up there, leave my food in the fridge, leave my plates and bowls and spoons and forks in the cabinets, and leave all my snacks and stuff like that, and leave my dash cam up here, leave my GPS in here, leave all my mounts. I have to remove everything that's mine at the end of my week and take it home with me, and it's just so time consuming. And I have to carry like 4 bags. Those 4 bags are just like my clothes and my supplies and my, you know, my personal items. And then on top of like all my groceries, I have to take like another 4 or 5 plastic bags in and out, you know, every time I come to work. So that's the only part that I hate. Like, and honestly, like, when I come to, like, let's say it's my Monday, when I come in, it takes me at least like 30 to 45 minutes just to set everything up. Like I said, put up my dash cam on my mounts and put everything in the cabinets and stuff like that. And then at the end of my week, it takes me another, it takes me a whole hour entirely to clean the truck too. Like I said, I make sure I clean it up, make sure it's sweep it out, all that stuff. It takes me 30 minutes just to do that. And then it takes me another 30 minutes to pack all my stuff up, because I usually have less stuff because I ate all my groceries and stuff. It takes me another 30 minutes to pack everything up and put it in my car. So it takes me a whole hour when I'm ready. I'll be ready to go home at the end of my week, you know what I mean? So I miss being able to just leave all my stuff the way I want it too, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And then, like, on top of that, like, our DC, we don't have an automatic truck wash. A lot of the DCs do have automatic truck washers. We don't at ours. So when we wash the truck, because we have to clean it, we have to wash it too, because it'd be all muddy and stuff like that at the end of the week. I have to so we have to, like, spray it down manually with the hoses, because like I said, we don't have an automatic truck wash. That's another 15 minutes. And then on top of that, we got to get fuel in it. We got to fill it up for the other drivers. That takes another 5, 10, 15 minutes. So it's all in all, it takes like a whole hour and a half at the end of my week when I'm ready to go home. And I just miss being able to leave all my stuff, having my own assigned truck, you know, and leaving everything the way I want it. Because on top of that, like, they keep, like I said, they sometimes they'll add stuff in here, like these rugs that are in here right now. Let me see if I can show you guys. One of the other drivers actually left these rugs down here. Now, they don't bother me at all, but, you know, I was gonna get my own rugs originally. They also had left a trash bag thing in here, or a little trash bucket. I actually don't know where it went, because I could have sworn there was one in this truck and the other truck, but I don't see the one in here anymore. But they left these. These are actually rags, but it's like a paper towel roll. They left that in there. And also, they just left this case of water in here this week. Now, that's like I said, some stuff is, you know, it's not going to bother you because it's like they're just, you know, trying to help out. And like, you know, if they're leaving something, it's something that all of us can use. Because like, even like, I put my microwave from my old truck in the other truck, and then one of the other guys, he bought one for this truck, so now there's a microwave in both trucks. And you know, we don't take stuff like that out every week, you know, we all share that. But so that's okay, but it's just the fact that like packing up my stuff and having to bring all these bags every single week, it is time consuming, and that's like the only not fun thing about it. So other than that, man, like I said, I love it here. You know, I have no really other complaints. Like I said, I didn't really like the uniforms at first, but like I said, I've grown onto it. I'm good with uniforms now. I have no complaints about uniforms. So other than that, like the main stuff was like, just like, I was really nervous about coming on to Walmart for like the onboarding process. Like, I didn't want to go out with a trainer, but you know, that was no problem because they let us sleep in a hotel every night. It was like a vacation. So I really enjoyed that, actually. I wish more companies would do that. Like, I mean, like, I went out with a trainer twice since I've been in trucking, and you know, every time I had to sleep in the truck with the trainer, and that's just disgusting. And so Walmart really knows what they're doing by putting us, both me and the trainer got separate hotels. So that was amazing. And so that was like one of the only things I didn't want to come on to Walmart for. But the other thing was their onboarding. I didn't really like the process, and like I said, but it wasn't as difficult as they made it out to be. Like I said, things have changed now. You know, they need good drivers, and good drivers are hard to come by. So it wasn't as bad. There was nothing else really. So yeah, I'm loving it here so far. Slip seating, that's the only thing. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but like did I even mention this video? I make two videos, because I make one for TikTok and I make one for YouTube. But like like I said, they do have some assigned tractors, but it's all based on seniority. So it, like, someone that's been here 20 years, they're gonna get an assigned tractor before somebody that's been here for a year. So, and also there's not that many of them. So I mean, it is possible to eventually get your own truck, but that's not something that's gonna happen right away. It'd be much more convenient if they just got everybody, especially like the way like the schedules are. Like, they got like, okay, so we got 7 drivers and they share 5 trucks. The way they, and then like mine with the 5-2, 5-3, it's 3 of us, we share 2 trucks. Now why don't they just get 2 more trucks for the 7 guys and 1 more truck for us? They want the trucks to be used every single day, basically, because the way it rotates, the trucks are being used every single day. And that, I guess that's just what Walmart wants, especially like since we get 3 days off every single week. They don't want the trucks sitting for 3 days not being used. They want the trucks being used every single day, which I can see where they're coming from, because like I said, these are all leased trucks, so Walmart's just trying to get the maximum use out of them. Understandable, but very inconvenient for us. But I completely understand, like I said, because it makes sense. Like three trucks not being used for 3 whole days, you know, I get it in a way, but I can't complain. They're paying us over 100 grand a year. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Click the subscribe button down below. Also, make sure to follow me on Instagram at @TheRealLilmar. And I'll see you guys next time. Not for real. That way, yeah.